About a year ago, I was on this small weekend getaway with two of my best friends. And as things go in girl talk, you can literally jump from your favorite food into discussing annual goals to analyzing relationships with your parents and then back into the pair of jeans that you are so in love with right now. At some point, one of the girls asked me, "Do you feel like you trust yourself? Like, really trust yourself?" So I sat back, looked up in the sky, didn't say something for a few moments, and then I came back, answered, "Yeah, you know what? I think I really do trust myself." And I meant it. I truly meant it. It was only until a year later that I realized I wasn't really trusting myself at all. I was literally living on about 10% of the capacity of really trusting myself. Hi, my name is Jackie. Welcome to Who I Am, your guided meditation podcast for a strong mind, balance, and bold moves. Perhaps you are wondering how I found out whether I did trust or did not trust myself. How can you really know? For me, it came through breathwork that I got the experience of what it felt like to really, truly, 1,000% trust myself. I was on that journey. It was a breathing session for about 2 to 3 hours. It took me out of my body entirely, and it showed me what it feels like to trust yourself 1,000%. And how to describe that to someone who has never felt that. I wondered after that, how can I explain this kind of feeling to someone who has never been in contact with it? And, maybe we will never be. I keep wondering if I ever will be again. But knowing what it feels like and knowing that I am using such little in my conscious mindset, I wonder, how do I get to that point of being able to trust myself in the way that I felt it when I was in the breathwork. And so my approach for this episode today is to explore together with you what happens when we trust in ourselves and how this can run deep, and not just as a mere concept or like this good confidence on good days, but as this steady inner reference point, one that guides us, one that helps us relax in moments where it gets difficult, because we can trust. And to explore how self-trust at this level changes how we perceive life, how decisions feel lighter, how opinions around you lose their weight, lose their power, how time can feel less rushed. This kind of trust, it lives in your body. It's there. It shapes how you listen, how you choose, how you recover, and how you move forward. And during this meditation, I want to help you step into the felt experience of fully trusting yourself and sense how that inner stability quietly reshapes your approach to work, to relationships, and to everyday moments. So settle in. This is a practical experience rooted in real life, in real experience, rooted in the wisdom that comes from the altered state of consciousness. Oh boy, are you ready for that kind of experience? All right, let's begin. Now you choose the most comfortable position for this. For you, that may mean to lay down, to sit upright, to lean against something. As you perhaps choose to sit on a chair, make sure to ground your feet on the floor. Make sure to ground your feet on the floor. Let your body settle into the surface beneath you. You can sense the weight of your body being supported, allowing your eyes to close or to soften. As always, we start with taking a slow breath in through the nose and a steady breath out. Once more, inhale, exhale, and let your breath move at a pace that feels very natural, uncontrolled. Bring your awareness into your body and notice your feet here. Notice your legs, your spine. Feel how your body occupies that kind of space. And then imagine what it feels like to stand firmly inside yourself. Your posture feels balanced. Your breath stays even. Your attention feels centered. Well, why? Because this is the physical foundation of trust. Have you ever noticed how your own confidence can change when you stand tall with the chest broad and your shoulders pulled back and your feet are about hip width apart and you're standing firmly on the ground? How does that change your confidence towards having a round shaped back, looking down, sluggish posture? What does that do to your own confidence? Now, instead of that, bring to mind the feeling of certainty, not as excitement or urgency, simply knowing where you stand. Self-trust at this level feels quiet. It feels grounded. It feels steady across any type of changing circumstances. See yourself moving through a normal day from this place, a typical, ordinary day. You listen more carefully. You speak with clarity. You respond rather than react. Your perception shifts with standing in your own power. Other people's emotions feel easier to read without absorbing them. Opinions can land without pulling you off center. They don't feel as heavy. Your internal reference point stays clear. And you can feel this in your body as you stand tall, as you truly feel that warmth, the heat, the light that trust spreads out in your heart center, in your belly. It supports your back. It straightens your spine. Your shoulders can rest naturally. Your breath stays smooth. And your gaze feels more steady. Trusting yourself creates internal stability, and that stability shapes how life is experienced. Now, as you are facing a decision, any kind of decision, whether that's one from the past, whether that's one that you are facing at this very moment, or one that might be in your future, the decision itself suddenly matters less than how you approach it. Your body signals alignment through that calm focus. Your mind organizes around clarity rather than urgency. As you trust yourself, you simply know you will make the right decision. You simply intuitively know how to decide. You know what's right for you. You know what's best for you. And there is no doubt. As you 100% trust yourself, even if there are different options that all seem legit, valuable, like you can't decide in between those, with trust, with that kind of trust that spreads out from your heart center, from your belly, everything becomes clear. It's like having that space and the capacity to breathe deeply in full relaxation. There's no tightness, no anxiety, no fear of failing, no fear of what others might think or whether we might disappoint ourselves. Because you trust yourself fully and unconditionally. Life feels expansive. There is freedom and safety. With trust, you begin to realize that everything happens for a reason. And you're taking this in with acceptance. Everything is as it is. And not only is everything as it is, it's also as it should be. Feel how every choice feels lighter as self-trust shifts the question from what is the safest option to what feels aligned with who I am. And also notice how this approach changes momentum. You move forward with less tightness, less friction, and you adjust course with ease. You stay connected to yourself while engaging fully with life. You're meeting with life on a level where you can still meet yourself, respect yourself. Feel into your chest and your belly. This area holds your internal compass. Sense that feeling of backing yourself, standing behind your choices, staying present with any sort of outcome. In that moment, trust is rock solid. It feels earned through attention and consistency. This level of trust affects relationships. You get to express needs clearly, set boundaries without fearing of hurting anyone, neither others, neither yourself, and you listen openly. You stay grounded during disagreements. Connection suddenly feels more simple because your inner anchor feels more secure. It's the trust. And carrying this self-trust into your future when challenges arise, when opportunities appear, when there's change. It helps you to stay steady, meet situations with more clarity and responsiveness. You feel home. More spacious, more direct, more intentional, and more intuitional. Trusting yourself is like a deep exhalation that relaxes you completely, that grounds you, that provides safety. It is the heat and the warmth spreading out from your torso throughout your entire body. And to enhance this, silently whisper to yourself, I trust myself deeply. I move through life with clarity. I trust myself deeply. I move through life with clarity. And as you allow these words to land as felt experience, take one more slow, grounded breath. Begin to notice the room around you. Sounds, light, space. Gently move your fingers and toes. As your eyes open, you get to see clearly. Deep self-trust reshapes perception. It creates steadiness inside movement. It supports a life led from alignment more than pressure. And if this meditation has felt amazing for you, make sure to follow your intuition and follow along this podcast to never miss an episode. I have 3 beautiful retreats coming up in 2026. We're going to Italy, Guatemala, and Greece. So if you feel the call to join a beautiful yoga and breathwork retreat this year, make sure to hop on Instagram at Heal with Jackie or go on the website. All the details are in the description box below. And trust that I will be waiting here for you when you hit play again. With that, I send you all my love and light, and I hope to see you very soon. one more thing before you head off. If you have any questions or you would like to get in touch, learn more and grow more, check out my website whoiam-official.com or send me a message at healwithjackie. You can find me on Instagram. I would absolutely love to get to know you and work with you. So, see you there.